podcast, which stands for Sons Taken Away, Remains Remembered Sincerely, A Mother's Love. And I'm your host, Star Nicole. Today we have a pleasure of interviewing the Black Panthers of Florida, which they hail from Tampa, Florida, and they're here with us to spread the word. And we're trying to save lives here. We're trying to get the young people off the street, and we're tired of burying each other, burying our children. So let's do this. So, so the question is, I always ask first, how was your day?
My day's fabulous.
Had a great day so far.
So far, so good.
Okay.
How about your day?
My day was good. Yeah. Wasn't busy, but yeah, it was okay.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, so first question is, how did you have activism around you when you were younger, or as you got older, you said there's a need for this?
Well, actually, the true story about me becoming an activist, I'm not an activist, first of all. I'm a revolutionary.
Okay,
so,
that part.
I just so happened to be in prison.
Okay.
And I ran across a Black Panther in prison.
Okay.
And I was already going through emotional states with my kids because I couldn't understand how they loved me so much, and I was in and out their life, never around, in and out of prison jails and stuff like that.
Right.
So there was a lot of things going on, and then when this came around, the Panthers came around.
It really struck a chord.
Yeah, and so I got with the Panthers.
Right.
You know, needless to say, I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out type thing.
Right.
And then something happened within my life that the Panthers stood with me. And the older Panthers that I started meeting started teaching me.
Right.
And then I don't know, I just woke up and realized that this is what's needed. Yeah, this is what I need to do. I don't need to be doing this and I don't need to be doing that. And so we're sitting where we're sitting now. The same aggression that I had with the street life, I approached that aggression with trying to save the people. I guess you could say one of those things where you did so much tearing down to now you realize everything that's broken, you feel like it's your fault and you need to fix.
Yeah.
And so that's where the revolutionary part kicked in with me. It's like I gotta do something.
Right.
This is my fault.
Yeah. But it wasn't really your fault, but I understand what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
You know. Okay. So have you lost anyone, like a child or anybody close to you, due to like gun violence in the past, recently?
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about that?
2016, February 4th, 2:48 a.m.
Time and everything.
I'll never forget the day. You know what I mean? I was an active Panther at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I had a nightclub, or you can say strip club. I had somebody throw a birthday party within my club.
Right.
After investigation, we found out that they snuck a gun in the club through the birthday cake. And so, needless to say, 8 to 10 shots fired in my club. Upon clearing, somebody called me and said, "Hey, Reed, this guy right here needs some help." And I turned around and I looked, and it was my nephew.
Are you serious?
And I fell out. And then I woke back up, and I was doing more harm than help. Even though I knew first aid treatment, I knew what to do.
You wanted to get who did that to him?
Yeah, I lost all sense because it was my relative. It was somebody that I raised, somebody that was part of me. And so, yeah, and that's when I took the notion of tired of being a because the Black Panthers has always helped fundraise money to bury people.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I started saying, hey, I'm tired of being a post-game show.
Exactly.
I want to be pregame. Like, what are we doing for preventative measures?
Right.
And so this is when I deviated from trying to be a thorn inside the political oppression side,
right,
and start saying, hey, we need to get the message across to the youth and to the people.
Definitely. But it's a never ending saga. Like, I mean, we preach and we go to these different marches and walks and stuff, and then 2 hours later we hear somebody else was murdered.
I think we're far past preaching and marching.
Yeah. No.
You know, Malcolm X, he had it going in motion. Martin Luther King was starting to change from it. This is why he said he feel he has led his people to a burning building.
Right.
People are taking that statement and running with it with the wrong thought. What he was meaning was that he had to walk that nonviolent approach for so long.
Right.
Just preaching and protesting, trying to talk things through with the oppressors.
Right.
But how can you speak peace to a violent individual? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, with that being said, Malcolm X had it when he was saying, with the same aggression that you approach me is the same aggression that I approach you.
Right.
So when I look at the people and I tell the people concerning what's going on in our communities, we have to approach this aggression with the same aggression.
Definitely.
And I'm not so much as saying meeting it with violence, but meeting it at its high point.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning sometimes you have to insert yourself. You have to engage people,
right,
to understand their thoughts and their thinking patterns. What's causing them, what's triggering them. And once you learn these things, then and only then can you assist them people in having a renewed thinking.
You're right.
And so this is my mentality when I deal with the people in the streets. By me coming from the streets, I know how to deal with the street-minded brothers.
And that's why I started a podcast, because as a mother of someone that my son passed away, now I could, speak to other parents that know exactly where I'm coming from. But yeah.
Right now for the people all over, we're being oppressed by social media. Our kids are being, our kids are being programmed with the Willie Lynch syndrome in another form,
right,
that we don't see or recognize, because we ourselves, and I say we because I'm human, because I'm a Black Panther does not exempt me from being a participant of what goes on around us. Okay, we as a whole, a community as a whole, the algorithm that is being pushed, the narratives that are being pushed on the social media platforms, we engage in it, we embrace it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So now when you look on Facebook, you got everything from sex to violence on there. So now your kids, because it's not poor parenting. It's just sometimes you don't want your kids to be occupied with something. We give them these phones. We give them access to these social media things, and this is what they pick up. You can't blame. We can blame the music, but let's hold accountability for self.
That's right.
We ourselves are allowing our kids to have access to these things.
Yeah.
And so it's our choice. It's our choice as parents. It's our choices as uncles and aunties and neighbors, because it takes a village to raise a child.
That's right.
So when we allow kids to do these things, they grow up this way thinking it's okay.
Yeah.
And so in order for us to rectify that, Dr. Sebi said, in order to kill an infection, you have to find the bacteria and kill the bacteria. Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm trying to get across to the people. We need to find the bacteria.
We do.
If we can find the bacteria, we can kill the bacteria, we treat the infection.
I'm with that. Yeah. And it's crazy because the same thing with my son, like, he was 27 when he passed, and he was before that he was in the gangs, and it starts from, even though I was working, my mother was living with us, she was working, she wasn't working, but they get with younger guys and everybody want to do what everybody else is doing, but even he said if he was when he was younger with all the arrests, and in Florida they always arrest and everything, but if they had like a community or somebody that could speak to them and tell them the right words, that maybe they wouldn't have, what do you think about that as far as?
I think that is a fact. I don't know if you remember some years back, they did what they call a weed and seed program, and which they then turned around and said the name of it was OG Cleanup.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
I'm going to give y'all a quick history about a slave plantation. A slave plantation took the father away from the kids and the mother, and they separated them. That's what the OG Cleanup was.
Right.
Because, see, the game has gotten twisted. The game was, invented so much to say to help the struggle, get out of the struggle.
Right.
That's why it was respect in the game. Okay, now you got kids that's trying to get in the game that parents are making 6-figure jobs.
Yeah.
And you got to ask yourself why.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now, when they did this OG's cleanup, the system,
right.
they took all the true leaders out of the game. So now you left a whole bunch of don't knows out there to figure it out.
Right.
And this is what they have come up with. Now the system want to sit back. I blame the government. Now they want to sit back and say, well, we don't know what to do. You know what to do. You know exactly what to do. The same way you put it in is the same way you can put it out.
Right.
But it's just like cancer. It's more money in treating it than
putting it and curing it.
Yeah. And curing it. So with the community, we can't depend on the government, no form of fashion.
Can't.
Not for housing assistance, not for food assistance, and darn sure not for raising our kids, because I don't want to say racist, but it's racist movements.
No, you're right.
They're leading our kids to the slaughter.
That's what it is.
They're your child, just like their social security number already have a number on them. They want them to go to prison. They want them to go to the cemetery because we're feeding their pockets.
There'll be less and less black people like that becoming extinct, basically.
So, now with the OG cleanup, you left a whole bunch of young dudes out there that don't know the game. So the respect in the game, involving women, involving children, the disrespect to the elders, all that has been erased. So now the identity of certain things has been diminished. It's been whitewashed.
Right.
I'm not trying to appraise the game or anything like that. What I'm trying to do is show y'all what's going on.
That's right. Yeah.
What has happened, how the system has strategically set out a plan and implemented within our communities and affected us.
Set us up. Yeah.
Set us up. They ain't put the cocaine. They put the guns in the people's hands in the 70s and the 80s. This is how it got in the community.
That's right.
Only time it became a problem is when it took over in theirs.
The white communities, right.
When it took over in their communities, now, oh Lord,
big uproar.
Don't do drugs. Say no to drugs.
Right.
But when it was in
okay. Yeah.
Our communities, it was a problem. Now what has happened, these same little implementations they didn't put in with the algorithm on social media platforms and stuff like that, it's starting to mess with Timmy now. Because you know what? Timmy wanna be dirty red. You see?
And a lot of them, because they have the money, their parents have money.
And they go out and do it.
Go to college, and they're the ones giving it to you.
And they go to their friends they meet in the school that they know, how y'all do this. Well, let me tell your mom to give you $200. They get $200 from now. Little Timmy out there, now he T-Dog. He ain't Timmy no more.
Yeah.
He T-Dog. Now T-Dog, he has access. Well, my mom and dad got plenty of guns. And see, this is why I have to tell our people, this is why we must stand in solidarity. In order for us to rectify this, we got to stand together.
We have to.
I don't care what your formation standpoint is. We all have a common denominator.
Right.
Fighting and saving the people. And our main focus is women, children, and the elder. We have these four things in common.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes down to the differences of personalities or formations, it becomes null and void when you're dealing with the common denominators.
Right.
We're all losing a fight that we all want to win.
And then we're losing it to each other because it's the black on black crime more than anything else.
And see, that's a term that I would like for us to try to get away from.
The black on black.
Yeah, I want to say poverty on poverty.
Okay.
Because see, what you lead me into saying what I feel. This is my personal opinion.
Okay.
This is just my personal opinion. Okay. That's what I feel is part of the bacteria.
Yeah.
The poverty. That's true. The struggle. But if we unite and understand the power in the black dollar,
right?
You see,
yeah,
and we actually support each other. You see, we'll go to these mom and pops that ain't for us to go get them to cut our yards. Mm-hmm. When you got a young dude around here that you just seen pushing a lawnmower on a bicycle,
ain't him to do it.
Why not give it to him? And truth be told, he ain't finna charge you $200.
Right, exactly.
You know, he gonna save you at least $100. Because he trying to get something, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I was just watching a post where a young man had earned up money, went to work, and kept his grade point average, and his parents gave him some money to get some shoes, and Karen decided to say he was stealing. You see? You know what I mean? So these things, when I bring things like that up, this is what we allow to happen to our people. And it's no longer just sitting around just
trying to turn our backs, like instead of trying to teach them the right way or work with them, they turn their backs like.
And then at the same time, you know, just like I said in Orlando, which we're in Orlando now, when I was over there with Miss Shasha,
mm-hmm.
The problem really gonna come in, and this is when the people turn against me. This is when the people turn against the Panthers. Mm-hmm. When I tell them, now we gotta go to self-awareness, along with self-accountability. You have to be aware of your surroundings. When you go to talking about change, when you go to talking about making a difference, understand the people that you're going to be making a difference on is going to be maybe your brother,
right,
your sister,
right,
your cousin, right, your auntie, mm-hmm, your daddy, mm-hmm, your mama. They might be active shooters. They might be active dope dealers. But if you want to change it within the community, you can't be a part of the problem. You have to be a part of the solution. And you have to stand on it. Right. They like to say they stand on business, man. Why are you not standing on business?
Yeah.
Man, I don't want this in my community. I don't want this around me. Get from around me.
Regardless to the relation.
Yeah. You know, if we hold each other accountable, mm-hmm, then and only then do we move effectively. That's when we move effectively. We're not holding each other accountable. Am I my brother's keeper? Really? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And do I really got your back? I tell brothers all the time, the hardest part about being real is simply being real. That's right. If I really am your partner, I'm not going to allow you to throw your life away over no few
And when
days.
I tell you something, it's the truth. I'm not going to lie to you to make you feel good. That's realness.
This is where we need to go at with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to stop allowing each other to do ignorance. And foremost, I'm just going to say it flat out, you know, if you have beef with one individual, why are you shooting in the crowd?
Right. And you probably not even hitting the one that you,
Now, from the era I come from, we would consider ourselves Mandingo warriors.
Right.
Mandingo warriors were men that got hand-to-hand contact.
That's right.
And so, my daddy used to always tell me, son, put the gun down. Put the weapon down. Fight to live another day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because there's a bigger fight out there that we're fighting, and it's not against us.
Yeah. And
I never understood my daddy about that, because he grew up in racism. He grew up with the dogs being let loose on him, the fire hoses and stuff like that. And so now, when I'm sitting here and I'm seeing it just did in different ways.
Yeah.
Rosa Parks is still being kicked off the bus. Martin Luther King is still being shot on the stairway.
Balcony, yeah.
Malcolm X is still being killed by his own people.
Isn't that something?
It's still going on.
And a lot of times it's your own people that's leading to your demise. A lot of times, people that you
watch
know.
that movie, they say, "Get your hands out my pocket."
They want what you have, or they don't want you to have more than them. Or like I was saying the other day, I was like, a lot of these people that are taken away from their families, it's people they know, or it could be even a cousin that, or you didn't put me on, that jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy. Or getting set up by girls. That's like the number one thing. But it's sad.
Now, when you bring up women, I love to. I really believe this. I don't think this is an opinion. I think this is a true, unadulterated fact. Women controls the movement of a man. I believe if, in fact, the women put a higher value and a higher standard on themselves, right, that would change the men's mentality on how they carry themselves. Yep. Because if a woman says she don't want a thug, guess what? A man ain't finna be a thug because I want you. You see? Yeah. If a woman says, I want a man that go work the sweat off his eyebrow, ask my wife, I changed.
That's right.
I changed, I did. And I used to be a thug. I ain't no more.
But when you have a good woman, you got to hold on to her.
Women don't want to be backbones no more. They want to be a leg. They want to be an arm. They want to be a wrist. Women don't want to play their position when they don't realize the backbone is the most powerful position to own.
For real, yeah.
You know, I really look at the sisters, and you know, I'm a man, so I say, I like to see y'all walk around here looking good and pretty. Right. Sexy and sex appealing and all that. However, be aware of what you attract.
So you dress a certain way, act a certain way, that's who you're going to attract.
Even if that ain't you, that is you. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're putting yourself in that category. And let alone, you know, even if you have high value, a man that's in that arena treats you with low expectations. That's true. Right. But if the women set, I really believe if the women set their standards higher and put more pressure on the men to be men. So start simple. Yeah. Start saying you don't like to see men walking around with tight pants on. Yeah. Just, if the women just, I don't care if it's designer or not, I already have on a pair of Dickies. Loose fitting basketball shorts. Didn't see you walking around here with some spandex. Right. You and you washing clothes and you pop your pants. Baby, these your pants are mine. Right. No. Hey, yeah. So all these things tie, and everybody like, well, y'all not talking about the main topic. Yes, it ties in. Yeah. It's a program. It's stripping you of your identity. It's stripping men of masculinity. It's stripping women of womanhood. It's stripping our culture of who we are to making us become savages and servants when we're kings, gods, goddesses, and queens. But yet we're acting in the manner of servants and savages. And you know what? You're saying all that to say, now suppose you have children. We're not even talking about the children yet. Now you're talking we're not even talking about children. We're talking about grown adults. Now, when you have a child or 2 or 3 kids, now what? They're gonna mimic that. Like what are you teaching them? What are you showing them? They're gonna mimic a mother or father. You wanna know what's crazy? I have multiple kids. Okay. 6. I have multiple kids from multiple women, right? My youngest child, not my youngest, but my next to the youngest child, which is my second and only son. My first son, he's older, but I wasn't a part of his life because I was doing my thing in the streets, you know. So I didn't really have the time to build up a relationship with him. Right. But I see the cause and effect of that programming and being a part of that street. Like I see the cause and effect between me. No, actually, he did pretty good. Okay. He became a Navy SEAL and he stayed off the streets or whatever. But the loss of his father not being in his life, it damaged him. Yeah. Okay, so me and his relationship is not like that. Yeah. So I can't even say anything like I had something to do with his good upbringing. Right. I give that to his mother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And his grandmother. My youngest son and my other kids that was around me, I was telling you, my kids were writing me in prison, and I couldn't understand their love. Right. Okay. My youngest son, I had got hurt, and he looked at me in amaze. Right. He was amazed. And he was like,
You're Superman.
And that was his exact words. And the reason why I bring that up is because us men have to be careful. Because our kids look at us like superheroes.
That's right.
Now, at the same time, when I say this, I like looking into the camera. I like looking into these men's eyes and saying, look me in my eyes. Look your child in your eye, their eyes and say, I want you to live the same exact lifestyle as me. You will not find a man that's going to do that.
Right.
So now, I cry out to the men, what are we teaching our sons? We are allowing our sons to be the way they are because we're teaching them to be that way.
Because a woman can't teach a man how to be a man. Only a man can.
And a man can't teach a woman how to be a woman. So if your child is acting like a thot, it's because the mother is treating her to act according to a thot. If your son is acting as a thug, that means either A, brother, you're not in his life teaching him how to be a man, or you showing him how to be a thug. That's the bottom line. So now you see when we go to talk about self-awareness and self-accountability, the truth comes home. Mm-hmm. It doesn't go amongst what the white man is doing. It don't go amongst what my neighbor is doing. It goes all the way back to what I'm doing. Right? My dad told me, he said, son, I want you to point your finger at me. I said, okay. He said, show me that it's me that's doing it. I went to point out and I said, yeah, it's you. He said, now stop that hand. I stopped my hand.
And the 3 fingers coming back.
He said, now look how many fingers pointing back at you.
3.
He said, you got one finger telling you to look up and seek for wise counsel.
Yep.
And I looked and I said, oh my God. Mm-hmm. Because at the same time that you trying to blame everybody else for what's going on.
You can't be everybody else.
It's you. These are situations and circumstances and consequences that you have created for yourself. And only you can fix it. If you want your child to be better, then you yourself must be better. Yeah. I can call my son on the phone right now and ask my son one question. What are you? He's going to say, I'm a king and a god. And the second question I'm going to ask him, is you supposed to be like me? And he's going to say, no, I'm supposed to be better than you. This is what I'm programming him to be. This is what I'm teaching. I don't care what the schools and curriculum are telling him. This is what you need to know. Right. And for us black people, if we want to save the future of our kids, I think we better immediately and effectively start now. It's never too late. It's never too late to change nothing. It's one too many.
It can't be too late if somebody loses their life.
Every day.
Every day. Every second of the day. It's always.
Every day.
So.
And we need to come together and we need to actually stand up the way we used to. Yeah. And start, you know what I mean? Like, I cry about it sometimes to myself because when I was doing my thing, I remember some of the young boys that used to look up to me. You know what I'm saying? And I think about, and I've seen a few of them grow up, and they all amazed at what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And I had one of them actually look at me and say, Pops, why you didn't teach me this when I was growing up? He said, Pops, I would listen to anything you told me.
So he had a hard life.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because he was chasing what I was doing. Mm-hmm. And so these are all the reasons why that I am a revolutionary. Let alone my mom died telling me she loves the man that I've become. And I promised her I would stay this way and I would go even harder.
And I thank you guys for it too. We need that. We need it.
I just really look out to the communities. Yeah. I really do. And I'm telling the community, we cannot do it by ourselves. What I said at Miss Shasha thing is, you see something, say something, do something. Stop pulling out your phones to record and get content. How are you trying to get gain off somebody pain and suffering? Yeah. Come on. We need to start. I don't care. Any criminal will tell you, if they hear noise, what they do. They leave out. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna pull a trigger if they see somebody out there. Pull out your phone then. Yeah, I got you on camera, homie. Mm-hmm. You don't want to do it. You going in. Homie gonna leave.
And what about telling them about the thing with the park that you said that day? If something happens, somebody's playing basketball and someone shoots, I'm not a snitch. I'm telling.
And then see,
that's another thing.
People have the concept of snitching messed up.
Exactly.
That snitching. You want me to break it down for me again one more time? I want to break it down for me. Snitching is where me and Miss Star, we decided we want to go in these people's stove and take these people's stuff. And we took these people's stuff, and Miss Star get away, but I get caught. And I asked her for the cigarette and something to eat, and then, yep, her name's Star. I'm telling you, her name's Star. She stay around the corner. She got this kind of car. She got that kind of. That is snitching. However, if you're in a vicinity and somebody comes up and takes somebody's life, and you stand up for the unalived, victim, you stand up for that victim, and you say something because you saw something. You now have done something. That's right. You have not snitched. You have not told on nobody.
Because you don't know if that person gonna do it to somebody else or has done it to other people.
Truthfully, it don't matter if they're gonna do it to somebody else, because with your saying something, they'll never get that chance again. Right. You hear what I'm saying? But that's it's right. It's telling on somebody. There's a big difference. When you was a kid and you and your sister got in trouble for doing something, you didn't snitch on your sister. You told on her. Right. No, mama, it wasn't me. It was BB. She was the one who ate the Kool-Aid out of the Kool-Aid jar. It wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? That's the same content. Yeah. Let alone, I ain't being funny. I don't even know you. You shouldn't have did that. That's wrong. This is why I say the hardest part about being real is simply being real. Let's be real about these situations. Right. I get it. It may hurt you to turn your brother in. It may hurt. If you don't want to turn him in, at least say something. Okay. Hey, my brother one did that killing.
Don't call me to testify.
Don't call me to testify.
Just letting y'all
know, you know what I'm saying?
But sometimes the cops, like, you watch the first 48, they love to tell, oh, well, Ray told me that you... Right. I'm like...
And then, now when we get into the arena of talking about the police, I mean, this is where I look at all city polices and everybody. There are good polices out there. I'm not going to act like they're not. There's some that really back up the badge. You know what I mean? And try to protect and serve the people. Right. Those that do that don't outnumber the ones who don't. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's hard to differentiate who is and who isn't, and to find them. Right. However, this is where we have to look at the city department and the system, and this is why it's so important and valuable for the community to stand in solidarity. Okay. Because when we find those ones that don't, we can get them out of there. Then when we turn these criminals over to the system, they're not being punished or revenge given to them. They're giving justice. You get what I'm saying? Now we the people are watching what's going on within the system. You get what I'm saying? People are getting the time now is meeting the crime. You get what I'm saying? Right. Not the skin complexion. Right. It helps build trust. Because I can show numerous cases. White man, black man. I hate to do that, but it's just facts. That's right. White man, he walks in the store with a fully loaded AR. He gets 2 years probation. Black man walks in the store with a BB gun. He get life. This is a fact. This is real cases. It is. This is not no play. So with that being said, this is what's so important about the community standing up together. Right. Because we can, again, attack the bacteria. Would we be able to completely stop the criminal activity? No. But we can isolate the bacteria to where it's not affecting, I'm going to say it again, affecting every extremity on the body. Right. It might be hurting this little area right here, but we minimize it. Right. The right now, and anybody out there that want to challenge this, they can Google it and look it up. Right now, the facts is there's more black men killing black men than there is police is killing black men or white people killing black men. You're right. So now when we sit down and say, oh, the Black Panthers need to stand up, we ain't got nobody to stand up with us. It's only 5, 6, 10 of us because y'all done killed everybody.
Yeah.
We ain't got no soldiers to fight no war. If y'all, I'm in, not in, but I'm kind of like leave this hanging in the air. I was with the mayor candidate, Mr. Gary Hartfield, and he made a statement that was so profound. He said, he asked them brothers, what would you do if you was back then in the slavery and all the racism days? He was like, oh yeah, man, I'll be doing this. Well, I'm Kunta Kinte. He said, well, why you ain't doing it now? Right. Why we not coming together and you doing it now? So now that's the same thing that I'm pushing out there to the brothers now. Right. The difference is now, the white men are not in the sheets no more. Right. It's us. Yes, we're doing the lynching for them. We're killing each other at such a high rate till it's ridiculous. Over nothing.
Right. Over nothing. Because you looked at me or I thought that was the right person. Like, I mean, come on. And then they killing children. I mean, younger and younger. The killers are younger and younger. The people that are taking their lives, or I mean, the people that are dying also, 8, 9, 10 years old. I mean, come on. It's so sad, yeah.
The whole thing for me about this interview and the reason why I was amped to do this with you is because these two things that I really want the community to understand. Yeah. Self-awareness, knowing who you are, treating yourself to who you are, knowing your self-value, your purpose in life, finding these things out about who you are, find your self-awareness. And then number 2, self-accountability. Hold yourself responsible to anything that's in front of you.
People always want to blame other people. Yeah.
Right. Just start here.
Be yourself, yeah.
And then the third thing that I want the community to do is understand that we, the people, have to come together and do this.
And now, not 5 years from now. We need now, right now.
And then also to put out there to all my other Black Panther brothers and sisters. It's time for us to unify completely, so that the people, to me, can have hope in something again.
Yeah.
We can rectify the injustice. We can hold them accountable. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's needless to say, united we stand, divided we fall.
Every time.
And right now we're so divided, we're falling rapidly. And at the end of the day, everything that we say we're not going to allow to happen is going to happen. If in fact we don't stand up together. And I don't care how many Robert Shermans are out there. When it's too late, it's too late. The only thing that I tell people is don't let it hit in your backyard before you want to do something.
They hit home. Yeah.
This is my way of being the pregame. Right. It's trying to wake the people up and saying, hey, it's time to do something. You might have hit your nephew, your sister yard and took your nephew. That was your neighbor. Understand me? Now what's going to happen when they hit your yard? Now you're going to want somebody to AKA snitch.
Exactly.
See? Now you're going to want somebody to talk about it.
And it was the other way around. You was like, I have nothing to do with this. But yeah.
When it hits home, it hits different. Oh. So we have to just really put this into complete order. That's it. We have to put it in order and just realize the hardest part about being real is simply being real and just be real. Everybody say they're not followers anyways, so why should you follow what everybody else doing?
Exactly.
I'm unique. I'm going to do me.
Same.
I'm going to do me, so, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't going to sit and tell you in life somebody try to do some wild stuff in front of me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to apprehend that person with all brute force. Mm-hmm. I'm going to eliminate the threat. Or he's going to eliminate me. Right. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to save the people. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. However, we have to take charge of our post and be responsible for what's in our environment. Yeah. And so If I can't get to that person, I'm sure enough gonna stand there and make sure that what needs to be known is known. Because I stand for the people, because of the people, and by the people. And I'm not gonna bend, budge, or break on it. I'm not gonna serve the people and then say, well, they didn't catch him, so I ain't gonna say nothing. No, we need to, that's his footprint right there, ain't it? He ran that way, if that's what I have to do to catch you, so be it. I couldn't catch you right then, I'm gonna catch you later. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna speak up for Mr. Sean A. Forbes. I promise you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna speak up for anybody that can't speak for themselves. Right. I'm willing to die for the kids and do whatever I need to do for the kids. That is the goal. I'm no longer worried about these oak trees. That's the older people. Yeah. I'm worried about these new trees that are growing up. Yeah. This is our future. My life is over. Yeah. We born to live and we live to die. We didn't climb up that mountain. Now we coming down it. In this world you came, and in this world you shall leave. Right.
But not at these ages. It's ridiculous.
Right. I don't want to leave my son like this.
And I don't want to bury any more of my kids, any of my grandkids. It's like, one is enough. Like, and of course, we didn't even want to be a part of that club, but it happened, and now we're here, right?
And so, I think sometimes though, this is what I learned over time. Sometimes, even from biblical, it takes a life to save a life. And for all the people out there, as Fred Hampton said, you might be able to kill a revolutionary, but you can't kill the revolution. It's gonna keep going. Mm-hmm. I hope y'all can catch an understanding of what I'm saying from that. Yeah. It's gonna take for somebody to die in order for something to be done. And that's in every family.
It's true, yeah.
Every family, when they hit their home, now they're gonna understand and interpret what we're saying. Because know why? They're feeling what we're feeling. Right. But we're trying to prevent these feelings. This is our way of preventive measures. And another topic that we have not taught, but it's not for a topic for what we're talking about now, but we need to be aware of mental illness. Mm-hmm. We need to be aware of mental health. Just in the last 3 days, we didn't have 4 to 5 kids kill themselves for mental illness.
So sad.
So we need to start paying more attention to our kids.
That's right.
And what they're thinking and feeling. Not even just the kids, our aunties, our uncles, everybody. Just check on them from time to again. Don't wait till they're gone. Just check on your people. Don't wait to get them their roses when they're on their back.
Yeah, because a lot of kids, they may go to a parent or go to someone and you kind of brush them off. I mean, they are human too. They're a person. Like, listen to them. And then, because not everybody has the demeanor of, oh, I'm going to take my life or whatever. They could be smiling and you thinking everything's good. And then by tonight, they're not here anymore. Like, exactly. Just listen to your children and be there more.
See, and a lot of people probably don't. You know what's crazy? In the new age, majority of them don't even know who Black Panthers are. Yeah. So when they see the Panthers of Florida, they be like, oh, who they are? We have to explain it to them.
That's a shame.
But we're not. We're real deal activists and revolutionaries. We are a militia group. We practice our Second Amendment and First Amendment rights. We stand to help educate, build, bring resources, save the people, aid and assist the people. Mm-hmm. We're their defense. We're their. It's so much that the Panthers are because we what y'all need us to be. However, our strength comes from the people. Yeah. So we need the people to stand with us. You don't have to actually be a Panther. Yeah. Just be a Panther.
I got it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I cry out my heart to the people because I can only apologize for what I've taught generations. Yeah. You know what I mean? And work hard to try to change it. And the reason why I say I cry out my heart is because I don't want y'all to feel what I feel. And I want the pain and the disgruntledness within, because it is an emotional burden. Every time I look at the phone and I get on social media and I see that
The
there's
rest
a
in
shooting,
peace and the this and that.
and I be like, it
breaks my heart too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say how it's aggravating, because I always say if I would have did different, maybe if I would have talked to him different, if I could have reached him.
Sometimes you don't know,
right?
But yeah, the more you talk, hopefully the more people you'll reach out to and they'll understand. I hope so.
I really appreciate you allowing us to even participate in one of your podcasts and stuff like that. For people that don't know, that we do recruit. We are recruiting. So if you don't mind, I will leave some information which you can post on the page.
Yes.
We are recruiting for sincere and real-hearted people to be Panthers.
Right.
Because we need to spread this movement all up and down Florida to aid and assist those that need aid and assistance.
Right.
You know, we need to be able to make it where people can call on somebody that they can believe in.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
they need readily available people that's ready to move effectively.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the real power, I keep saying this to the people, the real power comes from within the people.
Yeah.
Standing together in solidarity. I just don't know what else to say when it comes down to us standing together. They don't know how powerful that is.
Yeah.
I know getting out there voting. What it is, local voting? Am I correct?
Yes.
The local votes is what matter. We're not going to talk about presidential.
Yeah.
Y'all need to pick. Don't listen to all that. Votes don't matter.
They do.
They wouldn't invest so much money into it.
Exactly.
It matters.
Yeah.
You have to get into your local voting.
Yeah.
Don't just go vote on somebody because they got their black melanated skin.
Exactly.
Go find out
do
about
your homework on them and
make sure that they're gonna put the money where it need to be. Because a lot of the problem with our kids right now is they ain't got nowhere to go. They talking about team takeovers. Well, won't you give them something to take over?
Right. And it's really easy to do research nowadays.
Yeah. You find out about these politicians that you're voting in to be your city council.
You look up everything else on Google.
Come on,
look them up.
Trying to tell you that.
Yeah.
You know, they keep hollering about these team takeovers. But if in fact you put the money where it belongs,
right.
You go to your parks and recreations right now here. If it ain't a Yet Center or something like that,
right.
where it's millions of dollars invested, ain't no coach there.
Yeah.
You got these poverty communities that got rec center, parks there, but they got a building for a rec coach to be there, but ain't no rec coach there. So guess who they're not though? The dope boys and the drug dealers. The drug users. So now when your kid that's ain't got no money to get a basketball, the first thing the dope boys say is, "Hey, I can go buy you a basketball if you just tell me when the police coming."
Yeah.
Now he amazed that he got a basketball because this man here about now he think he his friend.
Is it?
So now guess who your child confiding in?
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
Or the drug using, see him out there, and the drug user howling and decide, well, I'm gonna go steal this kid always like, I'm gonna go steal the basketball. And he brings him a basketball. Now your kid think this drug addict is cool. So he confides in him. Next thing you know, your child at 15 not doing crack.
Or die from fentanyl or something.
Something. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at these council people and hold them accountable. We have to research. We have to get in there and actually vote. Yeah. I'm not saying nothing about the presidential votes because that's a whole nother level of things, but for our local
the changes that the majority of people want to see, those are local positions that control those changes.
Yeah.
And if we can get
mayor, city council, school boards, that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
You know, this gentrification is becoming very prevalent.
Right.
This is why it's so prominent that black people start realizing the power of the black dollar.
Right.
We spend more money than anybody and we ain't got none.
You'll buy new Jordans or an iPhone before you pay your rent. Really? I mean, come on.
You want to go have fun with your hard work money, but then come borrow mine to pay your rent.
And I'll pay you back. Never see that money ever again.
So, these are things we're living backwards.
Yeah.
Everybody say, I ain't trying to keep up with the Joneses. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. That's why you can't go without wearing Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to have the Versace or Vincent Lagos or whatever they call them.
You can't pay your rent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
But you on Section 8 though. Now you forced, because you want to take Section 8 and food stamp, now you forced to put your baby daddy on child support.
Mm-hmm.
Now he going back and forth to prison, so he in and out your baby life. Now I'm going to show y'all this cause and effect. You see it? Now he out of his baby life because he back and forth in and out of jail.
Because of you, because of her, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now,
poor child.
This child grows up without a father. Now he's out here in the street like trying to help mama, because mama making it seem like she's struggling when all mama got to do is go get a job and really take care of her responsibilities and not depend on the government to do it.
Child. Yeah, she's
See, when you talk like this is when you turn people against you.
You can't win, right?
Yeah. But I'm not here to win the fight of likes and approvals and shares of the people. I'm here to save the future and the lives of our children.
That's right.
That's what I'm here to do. And if it calls for everybody in the world to dislike me, hate me, please. But do me a favor. Save your own child's life, not mine.
Sad.
I really appreciate the conversation.
I appreciate you guys coming, because like I said, when I went to Cha-Cha's, and I saw you guys at the park, like, you touched my heart, like what you said. I was like, I really need for the people to see what you're all about. And like I said, all about saving lives. Even if it's one life we change and we save. But I appreciate you guys as well. Yes. Well, before we go, I just want to know, do you have any like future endeavors or anything coming up that you would like the people to attend or?
We have something coming up on the 20th of June, which is called a Hope event.
Okay.
Was helping our people equally. We're just really trying to bring resources to the community.
And that's in Tampa?
So? Yes, it's in Tampa.
Okay.
I want to spread all over. You know what I mean? I want to get like Shasha Group, like your groups, people that, all these activists and revolutionaries, I want all us to come together.
That's right. Yeah.
From city to city, state to state, and throw these type of events to unify the people.
Yeah.
Bring the people together, bring resources to the people. And because it's each one teach one, each one can reach one. With that, each one can build one. And again, these are all small things that we can do to attack the bacteria. Are we going to be able to kill this bacteria? I don't think it'll be in my lifetime.
Right.
So I'm going to say no, but I can say we have a better chance of surviving.
We got to do it together. We have to.
Yes.
We have to do better as people.
Yes. Again, I need some information. I send you, email you some information concerning the things that we got going on in the recruitment information if they want to get in contact with us. Again, this is our Minister of Defense, Justin Austin. This is our Chief of Staff, Ms. Blanche Sherman. As you know, I'm the Chairman, Robert Sherman.
Yes.
We really, really try to keep boots on the ground for the people.
Right.
Yes, we are against the negative polices, the ones that think they're going to be bullies behind the badges and above beyond the law. Those are, at the end of the day, we've come to the realization that we don't have a justice system and we don't have a jail.
Right.
So we have to some kind of way, find a way and find the good officers and the good judges, prosecutors.
They have them out there.
Do the job.
It's just to find them.
You got to find them. And when you find them, this is the ones that you talk to. These are the ones that you give aid and assistance to. Don't give aid and assistance to a negative police officer that you know is a tyrant, because he's going to do the most.
Mm-hmm. Probably set you up for failure.
You know what I mean? That's just like, We know how our people is. You know, you got some of our people that just do the most. Do you be around them? Do you talk to them?
Right.
So why would you go talk to the ones that do the most?
Yeah.
I'm not telling people what to do. I'm just telling them what has to be done because I'm not trying to add to the violence.
Right.
I'm trying to eliminate it.
Yeah.
And I want to show people how to stand up and be righteous. Allow the ones that are in the position to do the things of the law, do them.
Right.
That's just what we have to do. And if they don't want to do them, we'll stand right there, just like we stood right there, made sure you get him. We're going to stand right there, and make sure that we get you.
That's right, yeah.
Because it's going to be done the way it's supposed to be done, in accordance with the law. Bottom line.
And their own standards.
Their own standards.
I appreciate you guys and for doing what you do and for coming all the way out to see me and, you know.
It was an honor.
Same.
It was an honor to come here.
Thank you.
It really was. And
Thank you.
just to gather some of your spiritual vibe and aura, your energy and your strength.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it because it's women like you that amplifies me.
Thank you.
Like my spirit was down when I pulled up.
For real?
Like when I leave around people like y'all in y'all circumstances, situations, and I see how y'all are pushing.
Yeah.
You know what I say? If they can do it, I can do it. And I got to do it because they're doing it, and they need somebody to stand in front of them to push the way.
Yeah.
And so that's what we are. We're the machetes in your hand that's cutting down the bushes so that you can clean it up for us and let the people know what it is.
Yeah.
We're going to work together. We're going to make it happen, sis.
We are.
I'm going to die trying. I promise. I promise that to the people.
Thank you.
That is my promise. I will die trying.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yes.
Thank you again for coming. And once again, this is Black Panther of Florida. They came all the way from Tampa to come see me and signing out. This is Star Nicole's podcast. Star Podcast by Star Nicole. You have me all a mother's love. Thank you so much. Peace.
The opposition is weak and rap is strong. This is all about no doubt to stop